Right.
And we're live. Over to you, Madam Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Members,
Hello.
please turn on your cameras and confirm your audio is working, please. Okay.
Yep.
Welcome to an online meeting of RBKC's Licensing Subcommittee, and thank you for attending. I'm Councillor Janet Evans, and I will be chairing this meeting. It is being held via Microsoft Teams, and it is also being streamed live. The committee for this hearing comprises Councillor Dori Schmetterling, Councillor Abdullahi Noor, and me. Councillors, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm Dori Schmetterling, councillor in Pembridge Ward, just north of Nottingham Gate, and I have no interest to declare.
Hello, everybody. My name is Councillor Abdullah Noor, Golbon Ward. I have no interest on this case. Thank you.
Thank you. We are joined remotely by Sharon Dyball from the Council's licensing team, our legal officer, Lindsay Lemassurier. Also with us are our committee officers, Holly Weaver, Daniela Healy, and Tommy Hanmer, who will be monitoring all of our connections and help with any technical issues we may have. Before we start the hearing for this case, just a few ground rules. Just keep your microphones on mute until you are invited to speak, and please make sure mobile phones are on silent. Do keep your cameras on when not speaking if you wish, unless we run into connection problems. Please note that the Microsoft Teams chat function is not monitored, so we will not be looking at it. Please do not use it. In addition, there is a public meeting, and this is a public meeting, and the chat would not be seen in the live stream. Everyone should have received the procedure for the meeting regarding the use of camera and how to connect back in if you lose connection. Thank you. The case before us today is to consider objections to a temporary event notice to be held at King Tubby's Sound System, Clydesdale Road, West 11 1JS. Now, for declarations of interest. I confirm that I have no declaration of interest to make regarding this item. Do the other members have any declarations to make? Councillor Schmetterling. Councillor Noor?
No, thank you.
Thank you. The quorum for this committee is 2, as there is always the possibility that I may lose connection temporarily during the broadcast. I am nominating Councillor Schmetterling to be appointed as the substitute chair. Members, please confirm whether this nomination is seconded. Councillor Noor?
Yeah, I'm happy to second the chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. I confirm that Councillor Schmetterling has been appointed substitute chair. Thank you, colleagues. For clarity, I will outline the procedure of the meeting, which, as already mentioned, has been circulated with the papers and are online. First, the licensing officer, Sharon Dyball, will give a brief outline of the 10. Please, could you confirm your attendance?
Present, Chair.
Then I understand the premises user, Mr. Cecil Rennie, is not here. Is that correct? Can this be confirmed?
That is confirmed. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
You. Then questions may be asked by the committee. But excuse me, we won't be doing that because he's not here. So next come the police. Are the police here?
They haven't joined. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Okay, so then we will go to our legal officer, Ms. Lemassurier, to deal with any further questions she may have. Please, could you confirm your attendance?
Present, Chair.
Then finally, we will turn to the governance team to see if any issues have been raised that we need to consider. The meeting will then be reconvened. After we will adjourn for 15 minutes. Then we will consider our decision and come back in 15 minutes. The meeting will then be reconvened and our determination will be verbally announced. I would like to remind everyone that the committee has read the papers, which comprises the main pact, so there is no need to repeat their content. But please do draw our attention to certain points and pages, and governance will move the document on the screen. Let's get going. Just one query of our legal advisor. Since no one is here on behalf of the applicant, and the police aren't here, would we be able to ask questions of the licensing officers?
You can certainly ask the licensing officer, Ms. Dybel, any questions, but obviously there's a limit to how much she knows. She's obviously not presenting evidence like the police would or the noise and nuisance would, but she may be able to give you factual information.
Okay, so for clarification. Okay, thank you. Ms. Dybel, please can you outline the 10 for us and confirm whether any additional papers have been received? Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. So first off, the report refers to objections to the temporary event notice from both the police and noise and nuisance team. I should just confirm that the noise and nuisance officer has in fact withdrawn their objections, so there is just the one outstanding objection from the police. So to summarise the application, as I said, this is an application for to consider an objection from PC Tom Stewart on behalf of the Metropolitan Police to a temporary event notice which has been submitted by Mr. Cecil Rennie, and he proposes to provide regulated entertainment on Sunday the 24th and Monday the 25th of August between midday and 7 p.m. each day for the King Tubby sound system, which is to be located on Clydesdale Road. Copies of the temporary event notice, including the site plan, the risk assessment and the event management plan submitted by Mr. Rennie, are included within the bundle. So PC Tom Stewart has objected on behalf of the Metropolitan Police on the grounds of prevention of crime and disorder and public safety, as there is no indication that the risk assessment and the event management plan have been accepted by Notting Hill Carnival Limited, who are the overarching event organiser for Carnival. We have, since the report was drafted, we have received confirmation from the Notting Hill Carnival Safety Advisor that he has no comments to make regarding the risk assessment and the event management plan. This has resulted, obviously, in the noise and nuisance team withdrawing their objection, and we had expected that the police would also withdraw their objection. But as of a few minutes ago, we had not received any withdrawal by the Metropolitan Police, hence the hearing. I'm happy to answer any questions you have, but as there are no parties here, I don't propose to say anything else at the moment, but I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. I will just say one thing, actually, that this particular operator is a long-standing sound system at Notting Hill Carnival, and just a quick check of our records show that they have submitted temporary event notices for the sound system going back as far as 2006. So the documents that they were required to submit have been submitted, but we've had no confirmation from the police that they're now happy to withdraw their objection. That's the situation.
Thank you. Councillor Schmetterling, do you have any questions? I think you're on mute.
Thank you. This is so common, forgetting to turn that off. the one thing is the red blocks on the plan. We think they might be the speakers, but we don't know. Would it be possible to get clarification? Although it doesn't influence our decision on this, would it be possible just for information to get clarification? That's the one question. Well, let's deal with that first. I've got a second one coming up after that.
I'm happy to go back to the applicant and just ask him to confirm what those blocks are for. That would obviously be after the meeting, and I'm happy to circulate that information to the councillors once we receive it.
Thank you. The second point is just again for background information. You mentioned that the sound system has been present at Carnival for the last, since 2006, the last 9 years.
19 years.
19 years. Sorry, my maths is going to the dogs. Has it always been at this location or mostly at this location? If you know.
I believe it has. I mean, 2006 was the first year that the council licensed Carnival. The Licensing Act came into effect in 2005, and we took over that was when we started dealing with Licensing Act. So 2006 is the earliest that we have a record of it.
Yeah, that's fine. But we don't know yet, without looking further, whether that's usually been at this location since then.
It has been on Clydesdale Road. Whether it's been in
right.
the same position on Clydesdale Road, I can't say, but it has been in that vicinity.
Right, thank you. Because the road's quite short, so that's fine. Thank you very much.
Councillor Noor, do you have any questions?
No, I have no question for Sharon. I had questions for the event organizer or the applicant, but not for the licensing officer. Thank you.
Okay, and if you are able to answer this question, the fact that they have been operating for 19 years and there have been no complaints, is that true? No, there have been no issues that we know of?
So I can't say that there have been no complaints or no issues. What I can say is that if there had been any major incidents, or shall I say significant incidents at this site, I would have expected either the police or noise and nuisance or both to submit representations stating that they are objecting on the grounds that there have been incidents at these premises. That hasn't happened. These objections are somewhat technical objections because there is an additional requirement this year for sound systems in particular to have their event management plans and risk assessments reviewed and accepted by Notting Hill Carnival. That is a requirement that has been put in place this year, and that is something that both the police and noise and nuisance team are pushing for sound systems. So the objections, as you can see, don't give any detailed reasons for the objection other than the fact that the risk assessment and the event management plan have not been accepted by Notting Hill Carnival, seen and accepted by Notting Hill Carnival. We have since received confirmation from the safety advisor that the event management plan has been seen and accepted as written. They haven't actually asked for any changes to be made.
Thank you. So you would consider that material, would you? The fact
I think what I would say is that the objection submitted by the police has been satisfied in as much as what they ask for has been achieved, and we have confirmation of that. Whether they had other issues, they haven't raised them in their objections, so I can't say for certain that they are fully satisfied, but certainly their written objection, I would say, it has been satisfied by the confirmation we've had via Notting Hill Carnival.
Thank you. That's really helpful. Does our legal advisor have any questions?
No, I don't think I've got any questions. As we all know, there's no legal requirement for the premises user to actually get sign off with Notting Hill Carnival Limited, but obviously it's something that the council require to facilitate this year's carnival and to promote the licensing objectives. So I don't think there's anything else that I can think of. Thank you.
Okay, so then we'll turn to the governance team. Do you have any issues?
Nothing from us. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Okay, there'll be no summing up and the meeting will be adjourned for 15 minutes for the committee to consider their decision. The meeting will then be reconvened and our determination will be verbally announced. I would like to remind everyone that the committee has read the papers, which comprises the main pack, so there is no need to repeat their content. Please do draw our attention to certain points and pages, and governance will move the document on the screen. Oh, sorry. I think I'm repeating another page.
Yeah, that's from the earlier bit. I think you need to go on
Oh.
page 4.
Yes, sorry about that.
We
Okay.
just adjourn 15 minutes and then we'll come back into
Yes, sorry, that
session.
was, somebody reprinted it after that. Okay, thank you. And we will see you in 15 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
I think I'm in the meeting. Is this the pre? This is the adjourned. This is the pre-meeting. Hello.
Hi, Dora. I think you're still in the main hearing.
Am I?
We'd have to factor in.
Oh, I thought I joined them because I signed out completely. So I will sign out somehow.
Yeah, if you both press leave and then rejoin the 1 p.m. pre-meeting link, it should put you through.
Can I check? Yeah, this is the right meeting. Main
Yes,
meeting.
sorry, I can hear you.
It's the main meeting. Sorry. Because on this occasion, I didn't. Last time I managed to migrate, hold the previous one because the buttons were showing on my small screen. Get into this one and then go back again. But this time I just cut myself off from, the first one and then the second one. So.
Is everyone coming back to this main one now?
Yeah. Look, Abdullahi has arrived. And I know Janet will turn up any minute. She had to go off for a second or two. A minute or two.
Okay, perfect.
Are we ready?
Yours truly is here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Fab. I'll take us back live, and then you can announce your decision.
Thank you.
And we are live again. Thank you.
Hello again. The committee has considered an objection from the Metropolitan Police to the 10, which has been sent in by Mr. Cecil Rennie for the provision of regulated entertainment at the above premises on Sunday, the 24th of August and Monday, the 25th of August, 2025, between the hours of 12 to 19 o'clock for a maximum number of 499 people at any one time. The committee has considered the committee papers and the submissions made by the parties, both orally and in writing. In reaching its decision, the committee has had regard to the relevant legislation, the Secretary of State's guidance, and the authority's statement of licensing policy. In summary, the committee decided, after taking into account all the individual circumstances of the case and the prevention of crime and disorder and public safety licensing objectives. We will not issue a counter notice under Section 105 of the Licensing Act 2003 for the event. This means that the event can proceed on the dates and times specified for the licensable activities specified in the 10. A copy of the reasoned decision will be provided without undue delay. If the police would like to appeal against this decision, such appeal must be made to the magistrate's court within 21 days from the date of notification of the full decision, but in any event, no later than 5 working days before the start of the proposed temporary event. Thank you, everyone, for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Right.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.